Hi, fifth graders. I am Mrs. O'Neill, the Library Media Specialist at Long Meadow Elementary School in Middlebury, Connecticut. My school has participated in the Kid Governor program for the past couple of years. It's an award-winning program that encourages civic engagement. This website, the Kid Governor website, has amazing resources to help you through running in a statewide election. Or, if you're not going to run, it helps you just learn about the branches of government, the role of the governor, and the process and history of voting. If you are running as a candidate, you're going to need to create a platform with a 3-point plan to address a community issue. A community issue is a problem or a concern that your town, your neighborhood, or your school has and that you believe can be fixed. Take a look around. What problems do you see? Once you identify some problems that you think can be fixed, you need to do some research and decide exactly which problem or issue you will address. My role today is to help you with that research process. And before we get started on some of the different places that you can get information, I want to share with you the Kid Governor website has excellent resources in here to help you out. So if you go to the Connecticut Kid Governor site and go to resources, there's a Student Action Resource Center with worksheets and information about identifying a community issue and steps to take to research it. I always tell my students when you're doing research, it means to look and to look again, like rereading a book or rewatching a movie. When you research an issue, you need to gather information from multiple places, like books, websites, videos, newspapers, and even from people in the community, such as town officials, state representatives, or school administrators. But before you dive into different resources, you need to make a list of questions. And here are some questions to get you started. What problem or issue do I want to solve? When did it become an issue, and what has been done already? Who is impacted by this problem? Is anybody working on this issue already? And if so, how can fifth graders help? And how common is this issue in other parts of Connecticut? What facts or statistics show this? When you are ready to start researching, you should look for certain types of information to strengthen your platform. Facts and statistics always help back you up. Then find out, are there already laws about this issue? What can fifth graders do to improve it? And what will be different if fifth graders do get involved? There are so many places to get information. You can gather information from books in both your school and public libraries, websites, videos, databases, online encyclopedias such as Britannica, newspaper and magazine articles, and school subscriptions to sites such as BrainPop or PebbleGo Next. You may need to try a variety of search terms to find what you're looking for. In my school, we use Destiny Discover, and we have books about many community issues and ways that kids can help. Some of the search terms that we can put in to bring us to different topics might be climate change. I have several books about climate change, things to tell us what it is, and Greta Thunberg's Call to Save the Planet, so that it brings you to ideas of what kids can do to help. If I put in kids helping as a search term, I have many different books about charities started by kids to help. As I read through some of the search terms, I might want to use those in other searches. So maybe I want to use the word community because I see that often. And there's community helpers and community rules and laws, a guide to involvement. So you might want to, as you read through your results, you might find additional search terms that you can use. You can also use Safe Search Kids. That's what I encourage my students to use, safesearchkids.com. It's a Google-based product, but I want to warn you that some of the topics that people pick as concerns can be tough topics. And when you put in a search term into Safe Search, I would like you to try and add the words "for kids" at the end. And so if you're going to talk about animal abuse and you type in animal abuse for kids, it will filter some of the results because they are tough. So another thing I'd like to bring up is you should be sure to always discuss with a trusted adult, teacher, parent, or guardian, your subject matter that you're researching, because some of these things can be difficult to read about. So these are animal cruelty. You can also get magazine articles and newspapers, and this is a free database that you can use. It's from the Connecticut State Library, and it's called researchitct.org. And if I click down here for elementary schools, I can do a one search topic. So I can do plastics in the ocean and do a search. And I can easily sign in with my library card from my public library and get access to this. When I'm at school, I can just sign in with my Google account. I can also go down to popular magazines, and we use Time for Kids in my school. So I know that's a topic resource that my students are familiar with. So I can search within the Time for Kids publication. And I'm just going to change it to grades 5 and 6. And then do an advanced search. And so I just want to look within Time for Kids and do climate change or global warming to get information. And that takes me to articles right from Time for Kids on that topic. Another place that you can go is to YouTube. A lot of kids like to research things and look up information on YouTube. But again, I would recommend that you put in the words for kids at the end of it so that you can take a look at the topic. It helps narrow the results to things that are more age appropriate. If you have a school subscription to Pebble Go Next, which is a database, you can use that to get some background information. If you want to go to Brain Pop, if you have a school subscription, you can search in there. So if I type in climate change, I can get information about climate change or wildfires or fossil fuels. So I can get a variety of things here so I can learn about the different topics. I can also type in things like cyberbullying. And there's a video on cyberbullying. So that's another great place that you can go. So remember, there are many ways that fifth graders can improve their community, and you can bring awareness to an issue. You could do a hands-on project, or you can collect items to help others out. Once you've researched your issue, then you can focus on your 3-point plan to address it. Thank you for your interest in running, and best of luck. And remember, regardless of who wins the Kid Governor vote, you can still implement your 3-point plan and make a difference in your community.